and good morning and welcome to Fen Tomato Farm. Here today in May we have quite a low glass house and the sun is at full power, so we're needing to shade our plants from the very strong sunlight. So today we are going to, on the outside, whiten the glass. We have a bucket of special paint, not quite beam paint because we can put it on but we can also remove it. We mix it in a little bit of water at the moment to thin it down, and then the bucket will go into about 200 litres of further water, giving us like a white milky mixture, which will then be sprayed on the roof, and that'll stop the sun from burning the plants. Hopefully we can then have all the plants not being a little bit under stress from high volumes of sunshine. We're getting a little bit of calcium deficiency here at the end of the leaf. This is lack of obviously calcium, but that is with the environment being a little bit too damp in the mornings. The plant isn't able to transpire, so it's not evaporating the moisture from the leaf. So we will have to leave the windows open now, both day and both night. So we have quite sizable fruits in some of these beef tomatoes. As you can see, these are almost ready for picking the beef. We have other varieties already started to pick. Many of them, as you know, the 35 varieties. So they're all giving different characteristics. This one here, Hungarian Heart, is already on the top of the wire, so we shall have to lower that down. I'll show you that a little later on. This one here, Moon Glow, this one is looking pretty good in terms of the fruit, but it's starting to struggle with the amount of fruits that it has on it. So I'll take you up on the roof and we will explain a little bit more the method and how we are to apply the whitewash to the roof. Tell me your spray is quicker. As you can see, the gutter's quite wide, 3.2 metre bays. So with the arrangement we have, able to do 4 apexes at a time. Spray it over on the roof there, and it's shading the glass.
So Chris has finished the part of the glass house where the tomatoes are, and now it's really nice and cool. It's nice conditions to work. I'm going to show you the other part and see the difference where is no shading done. Look at this bright sunshine, and it's much hotter in here. So I'm very happy. We've got good conditions to work now.
Good conditions for the plants.
And very good conditions for the plants, Chris is saying. Yes, so we're happy. That's been done. We just need to do here on the other side. And because we're thinking the raspberries will suffer from the heat if we don't do that, so later on I'm going to do the rest.
So here we have gherkin cucumbers, and these will greatly appreciate no direct sunshine. We'll take the first two leads up on extra strings. They've been dropped down here already, and then we shall train 3 heads up from one root, and all making the gherkin cucumbers be a little bit more user friendly for the bright sunshine that we have now. We've just picked again today. Every 2 days we picked on Saturday the first crop, the first pickings. Today is the second one, Wednesday, so in 3 days, 4 days they've gone from nothing to nearly everything. You can look here. If you look here, you'll see how they're all developing. Look, all here, all developing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That lateral will be took up, that'll be took up, this one will be stopped. So I shall stop that there like that and take that one shoot out. That one, I take all the side shoots off of that, and then we'll have a string down for that one. This one I think we shall take because that looks like a very strong shoot. So we'll take that one up there, and again that one we'll take out, and then we shall take all these side shoots out, wind them up, and then we've got a plant here that can produce. If you've got the shoot that's small, you can take that straight out like that. That just comes straight off, just snaps straight out. But let me show you this one here, this plant here. We've been a little bit behind with doing this, with trying to clear the glasshouse away. So what you would do, so that you do not damage the plant, you don't make a big wound, you don't open up a wound there where botrytis or disease can get in. Let's say this one here, you would leave the first shoot and break it off there. So take off the cucumber, take off the shoot, and leave an extra leaf. That leaf is like a lung to you and me. Gives the plant more energy, more framework to support all the cucumbers that are going to be on there. And you'll see very quickly, within the next 10 days, 2 weeks, that'll be a massive plant, and all these here, this will all be in production. Be fantastic. Enjoy.
So it's 8 o'clock in the morning, because we came here today when we started shading the glass house. We came at 5 o'clock. So now the sun is burning quite strong, you can see. And here on the other side of the glass house, again the beans and the other stuff I've got in here as well will benefit very well. So let's see how it looks after. This is before, and I'll show you after. Chris is coming down with the pipe. So now we can't see him. The shading, it's laying very well. It's covering very good. So that's before and after. Okay, and shall I say he blocked me out? Look at that. Well done. So what I wanted to say as well, if you've got a small glass house at home, we know how hot the little glass houses can get. because here on the farm we have a big glass house, but at the house where we live we have a small glass house which is about 2 meters by 2 meters. I don't grow nothing in there at the moment, but it gets very hot, and we're planning to do the same, like shade the little glass house out. So maybe you can't buy this big bucket of special paint, but what can be used? Normal white paint that we used for the walls and for the ceilings in the house. So leave it on until the autumn, and in the autumn, as the glass house is small, can be washed back like with water and a brush, because it's a small glass house and you can manage. Here in the big glass house we can't manage that, so that's why we bought a special type of paint that it's staying on just for a certain amount of time, like for a few months, then it's washing off itself. We don't have to wash it off, because in the autumn of course will be a bigger demand of light, because we're planning to grow for the winter as well. So that's why it's important for the shade to wash off. So that's why we're using this paint, but back at home you can use any white paint that it can be managed and washed afterwards if you want to wash it in the autumn. What you got, Emily?
No, we did.
What color are they?
Orange.
Two happy little girls looking for tomatoes. Look at this. They love tomatoes. This is my mom with them. So they're looking for ripe tomatoes. Yeah, Francesca, come on, pick yourself one.
Na, Francesca, na. Na, ție,
No,
Francesca,
no
na.
green ones, no.
Na, Francesca, na. Na.
Are they good,
Yeah.
girls?
Hi, Francesca.
Francesca?